Good morning and welcome everyone. Today we will start new lesson of geography, lesson 8, and the name of the lesson is Land and the People. In this chapter we will study the characteristics of some region of the world to understand the lives of the people within different natural ecosystem. The reason for the studies are the Sahara and the Ladakh desert, the prairies and the wild grassland, the Amazon basin, and the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. We will now learn about the places in the world where people have learned to cope with the extreme harsh temperature. In some places, as hot as fire, and some are cold as ice. And also, we will define the grassland. Grassland is an area that is dominated by the type of plants life. Grassland make up almost a quarter of the total land surface, and after that we will discuss about the two largest basin of the world. One is the Amazon basin and second one is the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So we will now start this chapter with the life in the desert. Whenever we think about a desert, there is a picture click in our mind, that is, a desert is a place which is covered with the sand. So basically desert is a region having extreme temperature condition with a very low amount of the rainfall and a scanty vegetation. It means it is an arid region characterized with the extremely high or a low temperature and has a very low vegetation that we call a desert. And in this chapter we will discuss about two different type of the desert. One is the hot desert and another one is the cold desert. So in this chapter we will discuss about, in a hot desert, about the Sahara, that is in Africa, and cold desert Ladakh, that is in India. Sahara Desert, a hot and dry landscape covered with a layer of sand having very scanty vegetation, is known as hot desert. And the Sahara is the world's largest and the hottest desert on the earth. The word Sahara is an Arabic word which means desert, and it covers almost the entire northern part of the Africa. It has an area of around 8.54 million square kilometer. Now we will see the geographical location of the Sahara Desert in the world map. So, Sahara Desert lie between the Atlantic Ocean in the west, Red Sea in the east, Mediterranean Sea in the north, and from the south, huge mound of sand dunes in the touch the south boundary. The Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. These are Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Tanzania, Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, ex- uh, Sudan. When we think of a desert, the picture that immediately comes to our mind is that of sand. But besides the vast stretches of the sand, the Sahara Desert covered with, there are also gravel plains. Gravel plains means a barren area, and also the elevated plateaus. So Sahara is a desert which has different features, that has the sand and gravel plain and the plateau area also. This rocky surface may be more than the 2500-meter high and at some places. And Sahara Desert is also bounded by a chain of mountains in the north called the Atlas Mountains. So this is a satellite view of the Atlas Mountain in the Sahara Desert. The only source of water in Sahara Desert is the Nile River in the Egypt, and the sand dunes are quite common in this region. Now we will discuss about the climate of the Sahara region. So, the climate of the Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. It has a short rainy season. The sky is cloudless and clear. Here, the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. They are unbelievably hot. The temperature during the day may be soar as high as 43 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, and the temperature at night goes down to about 10 degrees Celsius. As a result of high temperature and low rainfall, vegetable vegetation cover in scanty or almost nil except near the Nile River Valley. The Sahara is partially covered with the vegetation like grass, shrubs, and bushes and the cactus. Plants have long roots that reach deep into the soil to absorb moisture. The important trees are cactus and the date palms. Date palm is the most common fruit here. Both the animals and the people eat date, and the sap of the date tree is used to make wine. The seeds of the date fruit are crushed and used as fodder for the camels and the goats. And the leaves and the trunks are also used to make the baskets, ropes, or the doors. Some of the animals species found in the Sahara Desert are fox, sand fox, jackal, camels, scorpion, lizard, snake, rats, frogs, crocodile, etc. The northern western part of the Sahara is known as the Rocky Desert, and most of the land is barren and inhabited. Density of population is low. Population is mainly concentrated near the water bodies like oases. Oasis is a place in desert where we can find some water. The cultivation of the crop is possible around the oasis only, and the major crop are wheat, maize, barley, millet, bean, etc. And people prefer to wear white and loose clothes to bear the heat. The Sahara Desert, despite its harsh climate, and has been inhabited by various group of people who pursue different activities, and among them are the Bedouins are and the Turgis are some of the famous. These groups are nomadic tribes rearing the livestock such as the goat, sheep, camel, and the horse. And the animals provide them with the milk, hides from which they make leather for belt. After Sahara Desert, now we will discuss about the cold desert of the Ladakh that lies in India. So cold desert experience low temperature and low atmospheric humidity so that there is a scanty vegetation. Ladakh is situated in the northwestern part of the Jammu Kashmir. It is a small region which is known as one of the coldest deserts in the world. Ladakh is surrounded by lofty and high mountain ranges. Its elevation is about 3,520 meters above the sea level. Ladakh is situated at a very high altitude in the Great Himalaya, and it is covered with snow for many months. The temperature is very low for a major part of the year, and the average annual rainfall is only 8 centimeters because it lies in the rain shadow area of the Himalayan range. Due to the high aridity, the vegetation is scanty, and there are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs of animals to graze. Groups of willows are popularly found here. Willow trees are used to making the cricket bat. The common animals here are wild goat, wild sheep, yak, robin, bird, and red-starred bird. The yak is one of the most important animals as it gives milk and it also used for the transportation. And the mountain goat and yak and sheep they also use for their soft wool of the mountain goat for making expensive pashmina shawl. The main river of the Ladakh is Indus River. Indus River is the main river where population lies. Population is mainly concentrated near the river bank. In earlier time, this region was accessible only through some passes like the Karakoram Pass and the Jojila Pass. But with the opening of the Srinagar Leh road, this has been opened to the rest of the world. And majority of the people follow the Buddhism here. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people of the Ladakh. About 85% of the total population is engaged in it. Low rainfall and the poor soil permit the growth of only single crop in the short summer season. And in the winter, the land is covered with the snow. The important crops are barley, millet, and the beans. And many people also engage in rearing the animals, and the people also grow some fruit like the apples, walnut, or the apricot, etc. So that's it. Today we will discuss only this one. Rest of the chapter we will discuss in the next video. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.